So the New York Yankees ended up loading the bases in the ninth inning with no outs. So they got the first three guys on. They're down 3-1, and then Chapman works his way out of it. Absolutely clutch pitching by the veteran man. It was just had me a little bit nervous there. But when you've got to roll the Chapman on the mound, you feel great no matter the circumstances. But this was the type of game that the Red Sox obviously had to get. It's a best of three series. You go back to 2022, every single wildcard series, the team that got the first game ends up winning. It's baseball. You just can't drop the first game, man. And the Red Sox realized that, and they pushed Crochet to the limit. They pushed Chapman to the limit. They didn't even use Whitlock, and Whitlock's one of the best relievers in baseball. But the Sox said, "Hey, look, no, we're gonna go with Crochet. We're gonna go with, of course, our guy Chapman, our best against your guys." And Jazz came in and he ended up having to face Chapman, and it just like certain matchups just really favored the Red Sox, and it went exactly how we wanted it to. Kept the runs down, kept the hits down. The Red Sox did just enough, and this is the Red Sox offense of 2018. They're gonna have to be a little bit more smart and methodical, and they're gonna have to push for second base if a ball's hitting the outfield, like we saw Nick Sogard do. His speed was on full display. Sadon also did a great job as well. In terms of how I feel about this game, again, it doesn't have to all be pretty. I mean, Crochet is not going to be able to pitch, basically eight shutout innings every single night, but you just have to be able to find ways to win with the team that you got. And the Sox have been doing that all year, especially when they've been counted out. I mean, this team was under 500 at one point, 60, whatever, 65 games into the season. And they haven't been that great lately, but as Otani hits an absolute rocket, nothing new, right? Lead off home run, Shea Otani. I'm watching that game now as we speak, but tomorrow is going to be huge because you have a lead, but you don't want to get complacent. You want to get greedy. Obviously, you have to win two games, but why not go out there and just finish this off? All the pressure's on the Yankees. Let them make mistakes with their defense. And as much as we talk about, Crochet, well, there's going to be things the Yankees can do against Crochet, but they can't do against Bayo, right? So the defense for the Yankees, like for example, they had all their good defenders out there with Max Fried, and they were trying to just outscore the Red Sox by one, kind of like we were doing. So take advantage of that, man. The Yankees defense was awesome tonight. Who's to say it won't be in the next game? So that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, Aaron Judge had a couple of hits tonight. I mean, it's Aaron Judge. He's going to get his. Same with Goldie. But tomorrow, I mean, Brian Bayo, this is such just a massive start, man. I mean, Nathan Eovaldi, I don't know, man. I'm just thinking back to that 2018 Red Sox team, and it's like you had Chris Sale, but then you had Nathan Eovaldi. You had guys like Joe Kelly and Craig Kimbrell, and this team is nothing like that. But it's just the vibes I'm getting is I feel like the Red Sox can really, really do this. And the Yankees, they had won 9 in a row up until tonight. They're a very good team, competitive, and as Mookie Betts bloops one into left field, good for him, man. Ooh, let's go. Speaking of 2018 Red Sox, I don't know, man. Like, you guys gotta let me know your thoughts in the game. I'm just like, it's one of those things where it just kind of hits you, and you realize, hey, like the Red Sox are in the playoffs for the first time since 2021, and everything just it worked out for us tonight. Bregman was huge. Sogar was huge. Chapman, Massa, Crochet, Alex Cora, I thought managed a very good game. And yeah, I was also very nervous when Willier sort of like cut in front of Rafaela on that hit. I thought they might collide and that would have tied up the game. But Bregman, like the additions that this team's added, Bregman, Crochet, and Chapman have been absolutely huge. And then like that's another thing is Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, like Tristan Casas. Like the Red Sox are missing a lot of guys. In terms of starting pitching, they're missing like 5 or 6 guys alone. Like Tanner Houck probably being the biggest name. Like Cutter Crawford's another one. They're also without Cooper Criswell, who if was healthy, probably is on the roster right now. So, but it's always next man up. Nobody cares if you're injured, if you're banged up. You've got to find a way to get it done, and the Red Sox certainly did. And again, the team that wins the first game, they since 2022, they've won every single wildcard series. The Red Sox needed this game. With Crochet, it was inexcusable not to get it. Just like the Tigers, 14 Ks from Tarek Skubal. The Red Sox picked up a 3-1 victory Tuesday night over the New York Yankees, stealing game one. For a lot of this game, it wasn't going very well. Crochet had absolutely dominated. He did give up the home run to Volpe, but the offense was non-existent. I mean, they had opportunities, guys in scoring position, but they couldn't come through. And a lot of that was because you got Nathaniel Lowe and Masataka Yoshida, Willie Abreu on the bench, the guys who drive and runs, right? But the Red Sox, they did a great job of allowing Crochet to do his thing, and then they tacked on those 3 runs, of course, later on in the game. Bregman had that double, and we also saw Yoshida driving 2 runs. And Masa is now 13 for 13 on the season when there's a guy at third base and 1 out or less. So he's been automatic there. Saving him for a pinch hitter for Rob, it worked out in the end. It truly did. You got to give Corey credit. Also, going to Chapman to prevent Ben Rice from coming in to pinch hit, who's been on fire, that was smart. But the MVP of this game, and it's not even debatable, is Garrett Crochet. 7 2/3, 11 Ks, 117 pitches, 4 hits and an earned run by Volpe, who smoked that ball to right. But Crochet, this was one of the best pitching performances in Red Sox franchise history, and they've been around for over 100 years, like a very, very long time. And the reason why I say that is because the Red Sox aren't supposed to win this series. I get they've played the Yankees well, they've had their number, but the Yankees on paper are the better team. They're at home, like they're supposed to win this, but Crochet was having none of it. He goes out there, just dominates the cutter, the two seam, the sinker, whatever you want to call it, the four seam. It didn't really matter what Crochet was throwing, the sweeper. Everything was just lights out. These Yankees hitters had no chance, especially the lefties as well. And Max Fried, you got to give him credit because he did go 6 1/3. He gave up literally no run. Like, that's the thing. He struck out 6, did walk 3, which was his thing. If Fried could have kept his pitches down, then it would have been a much different game potentially. Luke Weaver comes in, immediately gives up 2 runs, walks Sadon. Sogard, of course, has that double. You got 2 guys in scoring position, and then Massa does the rest. Cruz comes in. He also did walk a batter, but he got out of it. But the thing here is that the Red Sox were able to capitalize off of Bednar, who they got from the Pirates. He's been pretty lights out for them. Credit to Bregman. I don't know how he was able to pull that ball fair, man. It was an unbelievable swing. And then Chapman, he has to face the top of the order for the Yankees, which of course has Paul Goldschmidt. It's got Aaron Judge, and Cody Bellinger's also there. It's just so lethal. And this is why the Red Sox traded for a Crochet. This is why the Red Sox went out there and they signed to roll the Chapman. It's for these types of moments, the biggest stage, playoff baseball in Yankee Stadium, and these guys are able to shut the door and to close it out, man. I'm just so freaking happy with this team. I'm fired up, man. You never want to count out the Red Sox, man. Even when they were down 1-0, I mean, it was 1 run, but still, I mean, it always just felt like this team was just one big hit away, and that's all they needed. And the reality is that when Crochet's on the mound, all you need is 3 runs. I think I literally typed that in my Discord earlier, which is get 3 runs literally exactly. And that's what the Red Sox did. That's all they needed to do. And like I said, man, super happy with the results, but there's still a game to be won. Game 2 is going to be tomorrow. If there is a game 3, it's going to be Friday. Brian Bayo's on the mound. He has not pitched well in the month of September, but he has pitched very, very well against the Yankees. And if you want anyone on the mound, besides Garrett Crochet, it's actually Brian Bayo. And then game 3, if it comes to that, it's kind of early. But the fact that the Red Sox only had to use Chapman out of their bullpen is huge because now you've got a fresh bullpen, including Garrett Whitlock. He's probably good to go for 2 innings. And Paul Goldschmidt did have that leadoff single as well. Not exactly ideal. He also blew one in the left that, funny enough, well, not funny for my friend, is that ended up messing up his parlay. But Chapman, he worked the way around it. He got it done. That's what he does. And the toughest thing a closer can do is come in a high leverage situation in the 8th inning and have to end up getting the save as well.